Max Takes a Bath.
Oh, the best.
This movie was so good. It's so good.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's after watching this and another Max Linder movie from 1910, I'm really struck by how Max Linder movies are incredibly good. Like hold up so well. They're very
Yeah.
funny.
Yes.
Like most other comedies that we're watching is like a couple of chuckles, like oh that was silly or whatever. These are just like full on very funny movies.
Well, that's the thing. I
Um,
mean, this is the most direct predecessor of Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton,
yeah.
who are two people who do really hold up
Hmm.
comedy wise. And yeah, I think that these Edison people just didn't know what they were doing when they were trying to be funny.
But it's like Max Linder films aren't good because of any sort of like technical or artistic even like innovation necessary. They're just really well made. They're just like Max Linder's really good at what he does. We're gonna come
Yeah.
up with a funny scenario and have him do some funny things, and that's the end.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty tight. I can say that.
Yeah.
And they, along with other movies, are starting to use medium shots so you can see his face and he can really ham it up properly.
And Max Takes a Bath, some like close up shots
Yes,
of a face.
that's right. Yes.
In
I
a
wrote-
way that's not like a gimmick, and it's just like, no, we're just gonna cut to a close up so you can see his face better. As
But
opposed
it
to
felt like a revelation.
Yeah.
I wrote it in all caps. A close up to show more. OMG.
yeah, I mean like Ramona had a couple shots that were like definitely closer to the actors than a lot of other 1910 movies. But this had like an honest to goodness close up in it.
Yeah. And so the basic idea of the movie, by the way, I highly recommend people check this out. Is
If you only watch one movie from this year, maybe Max Takes a Bath might be the one to watch.
yeah. It definitely holds up pretty well. But basically, he gets a bath, like a bathtub at a store. He has to bring it home, and there's some good physical comedy with him trying to take the bath back to his apartment.
He has to carry
He
on
brings-
his back like a turtle.
Yeah. He brings it up the stairs and into his apartment, and I guess his apartment complex only has one like central spigot where water can come from, and you don't have running water in your house at all. So it's like, how am I going to fill my bath? He gets like a big jug and starts bringing it to the spigot back and forth, trying to fill the bath one jug at a time, and he either like hiccups or twitches or something like that,
Yeah,
and he trips and drops the glass and smashes it on the ground.
I mean, the whole reason why he's buying a bathtub is because he goes to the doctor because he has twitchy shoulders, and the doctor tells him to take a bath.
It's so good. So yeah, he smashes the thing on the ground. He does a great reaction to it, where like it's very funny when he drops the thing on the ground. He's just like kind of holds it and goes like, oh well, forget it. So he starts trying to fill it with cups, which is not working.
He's got a cup and a decanter, and he tries filling it with that, and that's not working very well.
Just filling a tub one cup at a time. So he has the bright idea to drag the the tub into the hallway where the spigot is and pour it straight into the tub. Then he can't get it back in, so he has to take a bath out in the hallway. And to avoid scandalizing his other tenants, the other tenants in the apartment building, he ducks under, I guess, the dirty water. I don't know why he wouldn't be able to be seen underwater, but he ducks under the water to hide when somebody passes by, and they just go, "Huh, a tub, strange," and and walk by. But that's when the close-up is used, is to show him holding his breath under the water.
Yeah, and then coming out and spitting water everywhere. in
Yeah.
comedic fashion. His physical comedy acting of like getting into the tub and just like his pure delight at being in a bathtub is so palpable and clear. It's great.
Some other stuff happens too.
Yeah, the cops
But,
come and try to arrest him, and so they carry him in the bathtub all the way back to the police station.
yeah, he refuses to get out of the bathtub, and so they carry the whole bathtub. And because Max Linder's character is that he's this womanizer, he's sitting in the bathtub being suspended by the police down the sidewalk, and he sees two ladies, and he's like, "What's up,
I
ladies?"
forgot about that scene. That's like that might be my favorite scene in the movie now that I remember it. Oh, it's so good.
And the cops, I guess, just kind of indulge him for a second because they just hold him there while he's chatting them up. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
The other one we watched is Max's film debut,
Yeah.
which is also very funny. Maybe not quite as funny, but also very good, and has some. It's about him getting a job as a film actor, and so it's kind of cool to see some like early filmmaking as portrayed by early filmmaking.
Yeah, yeah. It's like showing the kind of production process of hiring an actor and getting them in their first movie. You see him having stuff dropped on him from a second story while in a mock film, while you see the camera running in the background with the people turning it.
The hand cranked camera.
Yeah. And the people that he talks to in the office are actually played by Charles Pathé, and yeah.
I didn't know that.
So like one of the executives is Charles Pathé playing himself, and the other one is Lucien Nongue, the I don't know how you say that, but the director of this movie and most Max Linder movies.
Wow.
So they're playing themselves, and it's sort of supposed to be an autobiographical thing of him getting his job. Apparently, this was also the first time that they used the title Max Does This, and that became their standard title for all of their movies. And some of the older ones were retroactively renamed to Max Does Whatever. And also, there's a poster in the background in the Pathé offices for The Hen That Laid the Golden Eggs. A big old poster.
Whoa! I gotta go back and rewatch it now.
Yeah. It's the same one that I used in the YouTube version of that episode.
Oh, awesome.